Welcome back to Chamber of Change, a TV show. For our final segment, I want to thank Bank Hometown for making the show happen. And here we are in our final segment. We have Bob Spellane, who is the Executive Director of the MPA Program of Senior Leadership at Clark University, and Effy Larkin, who is a graduate in May of 2021 and employee of the City of Worcester. Well, welcome to the both of you.
Great. Thanks for having us.
So Bob, maybe you could, as Executive Director, kind of kick us off and tell us a little bit about the program and what it does.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Tim. And excited to have Effy with us. She was part of our inaugural cohort that graduated in 2021. And this is a program that was started by Clark University in 2019. The MPA program, which a lot of folks in
when we say MPA, means what?
Appreciate that. Masters in Public Administration. Yeah. So the Masters in Public Administration program, which is kind of a well-known master's at Clark, like so many that they have. The Dean of the School of Professional Studies, and Joe O'Brien, former Mayor of Worcester, who's taught at Clark for 15 plus years, realized that there's a lot of folks in the professional space who have busy work lives, very busy professional lives, and it was really challenging for them to get to the Clark campus and pursue their masters. So this program is created for folks like Effy, which we'll hear this morning, who have a strong desire to succeed and elevate in the workplace, but as importantly, want to continue to maintain committed to their family at home and growing family that she has. So this program is created for folks to earn their masters in 2 academic years. So folks who enroll in August of this year, August of 2022, will graduate and have their MPA in May of 2024. So it's designed for working professionals, parents from throughout New England who want to earn their MPA degree and as I said earlier, advance in their careers.
So Effy, Bob made the reference to you. Maybe you can tell us a little bit your story and the program and how you utilized it.
Yeah, so I work for the City of Worcester, and I had been there for about 12 years and moved around a little bit, but I knew it was time. I really needed to get an advanced education to continue moving up. And so when Clark came up with this program, it was really perfect because, like Bob said, I have 2 little ones at home. They're a little older now, but they were 5 and 3 at the time. And it was a little, it was scary to think that I was going to be working full-time, being a mommy full-time, and then going to school part-time. But Clark just created a program that it really just, you're able to carve out time to do the things that you need to do to make sure that you're successful at work, at home, and at school. The professors are really great. They are understanding that you have a family, that you have a work life. Everything is sort of segmented in a way that it makes it really manageable. You can figure out when you're gonna do your work, and when you're gonna do your family, and when you're gonna do your schoolwork.
Right,
so it's a very manageable program. It was a really great experience.
And your job with the city, pretty significant. You've heard in the previous 2 segments, we talked about the challenges that employers have in trying to find workers and build a workforce. The City of Worcester, you work in the Human Resources Department. How many employees in the City of Worcester?
We have around a little over 1,800. We need more.
Yeah.
So if you are looking for a position, please come check out our website because we are certainly hiring in many divisions. Our office, economic development, the law department, mass hire, everywhere. DPW, right. That's a big one. So yeah, I really encourage people to come check out our website.
Lots of needs. And you alluded to it in your comments about the program being segmented, level of flexibility, understanding. Bob, and you mentioned opportunities for people across New England to participate. So is it a kind of in-person hybrid? How does it work?
Yeah, it's a great question. So it's, as I said earlier, it's a 2-year program. All of the courses are offered online, asynchronous, which basically means that assignments are given on a weekly and a bi-weekly basis, and students have to turn in the assignments, based upon what the faculty discusses over that 2-week period. And then what we have as part of the program to bring folks together, in fact, a lot of folks have compared it to the very successful Leadership Worcester program that you guys run at the Chamber. And we've had some graduates of our program that were also graduates of Leadership Worcester, is we incorporate 6 residencies, which are 2-day immersions to bring the students together so they can share their work experiences, career experiences, listen to keynote speakers from throughout the country quite candidly, and try to upskill them in certain areas that they've asked us to assist with. So those are 2-day retreats throughout New England. We go to different cities throughout New England. where they build skills, but as importantly, build relationships with the folks in their cohort. And how it works is they come in, so the folks who enter the cohort this August will join the students that are in the second year of the cohort. So people that enter the program will essentially have a chance to build relationships with roughly 40, 45 other students, other professionals over the course of their 2-year experience with Clark.
So the cohorts, the classes kind of cross-pollinate, even though they may not be graduating the same year.
Right.
And kind of expand the network, and that's really important.
Right. And the other thing that's really interesting is, as Effy said, and we really try to build this for the students. So we take a lot of feedback from the students as to what we can improve and how we can change the program to enhance their learning experience. So one of the things that Effy and her cohort, which we often refer to as the dream team of Clark University, pushed, and they really said that they didn't really enjoy the full asynchronous aspect. They wanted to be with students. They wanted to share and reflect on different ideas that were brought up. So all of our faculty members made adjustments on the fly to bring folks together in a format called Zoom, which we would have had to describe 3 or 4 years ago to listeners. So rather than doing online assignments and answering questions and having debate online back and forth, the students will come together once or twice a month, once a week or twice a month, to discuss those questions and have some back and forth and some really good conversations on public policy issues.
No, it really was a good experience learning from peers, because you have people from the legislator, we had people from nonprofit, we had people from other municipalities, and I found their experiences really, really valuable, and really taking what they're saying and sort of taking it into what you think now. Like looking at something and writing it and thinking that you had this is what I wanted to write, this is right, this is exactly what I wanted to say, and then reading someone else's and thinking, oh wow, I never thought about it like that. Like I'm going to now incorporate that into my thinking. That was really valuable too. I really liked the cohort setup, and then having the second group come in and kind of shake it up. That was a really good, valuable experience.
So a relatively new program, and what I've heard anecdotally from participants and graduates has been pretty positive. And Clark is known for its being innovative and nimble. How do you, Bob, as the executive director, how does Clark kind of measure success, and how do you where are you going from here with it?
Well, we measure success 2 ways. One, the feedback that we get, and primarily the feedback we get from students like Effy, and it's great to see, Effy, when she joined, was in a certain position with the city. She's since elevated. We like to think that some of the skills that she developed in the program, and quite candidly, just having that degree, that master's degree, assisted her in getting that position. So we've seen folks, really the heart of it is to see those students excel in their own careers. We have a woman who's served as mayor up in Bangor, Maine, a woman who took her capstone paper in this class, and she'll attribute it to as she came in and spoke to our students earlier this year, and turned it into a campaign, and she's running for lieutenant governor in the state of Rhode Island.
Oh, there you go.
Something you might know a little bit about.
And
then we have, elected office is the only thing. One of our graduates is a candidate for state senate locally, so watching them elevate and succeed is really the heart of it for us. So that's really the heart of it for us, and to continue to build that program and
we'll give Effy how would you view the success of the program, having participated in it?
No, I completely agree. You get a lot out of it. You get what you put in. So I have seen a lot of my colleagues or cohorts that were in this elevate into other positions, and I do attribute to Clark and the experiences that we had there with our education.
So if someone's out there, they want to learn more online, maybe further conversation to explore how do they apply for the cohort, tuition, all of that type of stuff. How do they do that, Bob?
Great. So we're taking applications right now. The easiest way to do that is on the Clark University website. So it's MPA Senior Leadership Program. And when you reach that website, there's information for that, Tim. My cell phone's there, my email's there, so I can be contacted directly. Our application deadline goes until the second week in July. Scholarships are awarded. All of our scholarships begin at 25% and go up, increase from there. We'd love to have folks join our cohort. We kick off the first weekend in August for the class of 2024. So
Good
you.
stuff. Bob Spellane, Executive Director of the MPA Senior Leadership Program, Effy Larkin, City of Worcester, and graduate, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
And thank you for being with us on this edition of Chamber Exchange, a TV show, and Bank Hometown for being our sponsor.